When you first got to the league, who was the first person to bust your ass?
So I've seen this before.
First person to bust my ass probably was Larry Johnson, man.
Oh, LJ?
Yeah, because like he had changed his game, but you know I'm eager block him down. You know I think defense. You know, y'all know me. I'm trying to block it, just take it, whatever I can get. And he pump faking me, fading away, up and under. I'm like, I'm pogo stick out there.
Yeah, jumping at everything.
Marbury.
Steph.
Yeah, muscle point guard. Like, man, look, couldn't even sleep. I'm like, man, look, I got guard this dude. You know, like, you know, my memories of him was, you know, that one year in Georgia Tech when he caught the lob. They dug with him like, hold up, man, this is a super athlete point guard. You wasn't seeing that at the time in the NBA, but you know how it is.
You first run to seeing that speed and
it was too much.
It's somebody that probably, I don't know a lot of people gonna remember, but Doug West.
Ooh, Minnesota.
So I was considered a big guard, you know, coming in. And like, I'm noticing like everybody's the same size, they bigger. So I'm like, I'm checking this dude. He's coming off pin downs, like hard, fast. I can't move him. I mean, he just moving me around. Yeah. And so I think it was Doug West. And you gotta remember, I had practice against Joe Dumars every day.
Joe D.
So Joe, people probably don't know that he was a really good tennis player. And I noticed that he always was like really good feet, you know what I mean? So you think about like the way his game was. So Joe, Mitch Richmond.
Man, I think Clyde Drexler.
Oh, that was Clyde with the curl.
Yeah, Clyde with the curl. Yeah, people don't understand he was 6'7". You know what I mean? And he was big. He was probably about 240, 224.
Arms long.
You know, he get to the cup very easily. You know what I mean? So he just skies. And so when he's driving to the hole, man, if you don't get out the way,
he take off.
He's gonna take off. So you kind of you gotta guard him before he takes flight. It was kind of a little awkward in how he posted up. You know, he spin the other way, like usually a right-hander usually uses his left shoulder.
Yeah.
And Clyde did a lot of different things, but he was pretty good.
When you first made it to the WNBA, who was the first person to bust your ass?
I would say the most challenging defensive assignment I had was Maya Moore. Yeah, she just did whatever she wanted.
Any shot,
anything. Like over two hands, perfect contest, anything. Like
all up in her.
Yeah, it was like I never felt helpless as a defender.
You
know, it was one of those. I'm just like, there's really nothing that I could do.
Kevin Willis.
Yeah. Strong ass Kevin Willis.
Yeah.
Kevin Willis look like that right now.
He do. I was trying to box him out, so I'm throwing elbows.
Yeah.
And he chicken winged me. And I was like, man, let me go.
You felt that strength?
Said, no, young fella, you ain't going nowhere. And he just held me. I said, I gotta get in the gym.
Remember Terrell Brandon?
Yes.
I'm thinking I'm bigger than him, I'm longer, I got this guy.
Yeah.
Man, when I tell you I cried after the game. I literally cried. I thought I was gonna get cut.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I thought I was gonna get cut. Because it was the first time in my life where I couldn't figure, the game was going so fast, I couldn't figure nothing out.
Mentally, he was just on you.
He was coming off pick and rolls. I'm a millisecond late and he was pulling up on me. And Scotty and them was just looking at me like, keep playing. I'm like, keep playing. Y'all gonna cut me? So it was him and just Nick Van Exel. He was so herky-jerky.
Yeah.
He you cut one off, he going to the other side, and his left hand, he
palm the ball.
He wasn't conservative. Like, he'll just get wild on you.
Yeah.
And if he get wild, he'll shoot from 30 feet out.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And the coach like, get up on him. Look, you want me to get up on him, he'll go past me?
Yeah.
If I don't get up on him, he gonna shoot in my face.
Yeah, that high dribble.
Yeah.
In practice.
The days that he did practice, I had to deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that was one of the best experiences I could have had, you know, coming into the league. Not just from the competitive aspect, but you know, that was my idol. That was who I modeled my game after, somebody I looked up to. So to have that one-on-one, that crash course, you know what I'm saying? That was the best source of confidence that I could have got. You know what I'm saying? But Chuck definitely had his ways. You know, he had said it in his Hall of Fame speech. He made me cry in practice one day. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember that shit, but I know it was a lot of days that
You frustrated.
for sure.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm competitive and I'm a kid. You know what I'm saying? So you know how it is when you're trying to prove to grown men you belong.